Canada. Hi, everybody on TikTok. Hello, everybody here on YouTube. Thanks for coming. I'm just going to press a couple of buttons here to make sure that everything is okay. And if you want to come in and talk to me, that would be awesome. Would love to meet you guys, especially if you are kind. If you're not kind, I don't really want to meet you. I'll be honest with you. Just going to choose my live stream here and I'm going to press a couple of buttons so I make sure that I can talk to you guys. Let me just go down here, make sure that you guys are able. Hey, thanks for being here, guys. Hey, everyone. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for saying hello. I hope it's not too dark for you guys over on YouTube. I'm just going to go down the list here and make sure that I have comments on. That's it. So you guys can comment. That seems to be going well. And looking for another button, which I cannot find. Why can I not find the right button? Let me just see for a second here, guys. Playlists. I don't know why I'm in the wrong thing. Okay, let me just go again. Live tab, then okay, customization. Okay, what? Discard changes. Oh, okay. I don't know. Customization, live reactions. Okay, here we go. Subscribers. Okay, guys, if you want to come in, you are allowed to come in and talk to me. Just pressing all the buttons to make sure everybody can. Sorry about that. All right, so guys, it says on my necklace, all hospitals and schools should be vegan. What do you guys think about that? Come in and tell me your opinion. Of course, I think if you really think about it, it makes perfect sense. Right, guys, over here on TikTok? I mean, when you think about it, we're trying to have a better world for kids and for the patients of the hospitals. I'm a nurse and I'm also a teacher. So, hey, hi, Evan. I saw what you just did, put a rodeo hat on my head. Look, thanks. I understand that you are having some fun. Prefer not to have the rodeo hats because I don't support the rodeo industry because they treat the cows and the horses very badly. But hey, what can I do? You guys are gonna do whatever you want to do. Oh, I got an itch here. So yeah, okay. If you want to come in and talk to me, let's get right to the first person here. As somebody whose name is Ali who wants to come in, guys, thanks for tapping on the screen. We already have 1,700 of you guys tapping, which is awesome. Make sure my volume is up so I can hear you. Hi, Ali.
Hello.
Welcome. Are you over 18?
Yeah.
Oh, there was a bit of a hesitation. I'm really sorry, Ellie, but you have to be over 18 in order to come into TikTok Live. I'm really sorry. Okay, it's not my rules. You guys over on YouTube, since you cannot come and talk to me here, unfortunately, what you can do though is put a super chat in, and I will read your comment out loud. Okay, I'll do my best anyway. I can't really promise, but I'll try. Okay, and thank you for saying being vegan. Somebody named Master Edits. Hey, thanks a lot for being here. Wonderful vegans here. That vegan Andrew, that is so cool. I am so happy that you are here, that vegan Andrew. Thank you very much. Somebody's writing, hello, Miss Katie. I'm not vegan, but I used to be vegetarian. Well, that's terrible. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear about how you abuse animals. I don't want to hear about how you used to be vegetarian. Vegetarian isn't good. What I would like to hear is that you are striving to be as vegan as possible. That's what I want to hear. All right, everybody? We want to hear the good news, we want to hear how you're trying. And if you need help, check this out. We have all these cards today, all of these amazing cards about vegan foods. Okay, now veganism is, of course, not a diet, it is a moral stance based on doing our best not to exploit animals, which means that we don't use them. We don't use animals, so we don't eat them. We don't steal their fur. We don't steal their feathers. We don't steal their freedom. We don't steal their babies. We don't steal their milk. We don't steal their eggs. That's basically it. So if you want to know what veganism is, it's pretty easy. Just think of it that way. Think we're not stealing from animals. Okay. So if you think, for example, of a cute little pig, pigs, unfortunately, are killed at 6 months old in gas chambers in the same way that the Nazis murdered the Jews. So that's pretty awful. So we don't want to do that, right? You guys on TikTok, I want you to tap on this little one's face here. Tap on the little ear. Boink, boink, boink. Okay. Send lots of love to this little piggy because it's pretty sad when you think about it. When you think about it, every time you're eating bacon, you are eating somebody's family member. These are innocent beings. Pigs are as smart, even smarter on certain tests than dogs are. So, how can we possibly want to hurt them? Just for 5 minutes of our taste pleasure. I haven't had any bacon for years and years, no sausage, no ham, no pepperoni, no salami, and I'm fine. I feel great. Okay. Being vegan feels great because we are living in line with our own moral compass. All of you guys here were all born vegan. You never wanted to hurt animals, right, guys? Right? Nobody really wants to hurt animals. Look, you know what? I was watching these videos today. Sometimes I watch these channels where it's a lot of violence that happens to the animals, and just because I need to see what actually happens in the real world. There's always a truck full of pigs that got knocked over on a highway or something, and the pigs are just screaming and crying in agony. Some of them are on fire. It's absolutely just horrible. And of course, if nobody ever ate pigs, we would never have such situations like that. But today, I was watching a channel where all these heroes were saving these animals. Like a dog that falls into a lake and is frozen in there, or like there was also a swan that got their don't call it a paw, what do you call it? Foot stuck in a frozen lake. And like all these heroes who are saving whales and dolphins and dogs and cats but the problem is when I look at them now, when I watch these individuals saving these animals, all I can think of is they are doing it with corpses of other animals in their intestines that they're going to shit out into the toilet later. It's insane. So it's hard. This is called dystopia, the anguish of living vegan in a non vegan world. Dystopia. Thank you guys for being here. Hey, I have a super chat. Thank you so much for that. Let me just put up my sunny side here so I can see. Okay. Matthew writes, thank you for the $4.99 donation, by the way. And you guys over here on TikTok, thanks for being here. Thanks for tapping on the screen and sharing. If you guys want to come in and talk to me, I'm getting to you soon. Okay. Thanks to Bobby for subscribing to my channel, by the way. Thank you to Vivian for subscribing to my channel. I saw that. Thank you also to you guys. Who else is here? Raven is here. I see you guys. Noah, hi. Okay, I'm gonna read this super chat and I'll be right back with you guys on TikTok. Okay, I got two cameras going here, TikTok and YouTube. Okay, YouTube writes. This Matthew writes. Hey, Miss Katie. Hey, you spelled my name right. It's looking good. If you spelled Kadie, if you spelled it right, means you already know something, and maybe you're nice. Hey, Miss Katie, wanted to know if you're still a stoic and your opinion on it. Anyways, have a good day. That is so interesting. I just had a conversation with my husband just before starting about stoicism. So, being a stoic is like an endless attempt, right? Something terrible happens, and you think to yourself, okay, what did the Stoics do? What did Seneca do way back in the day? What did Marcus Aurelius do way back in the day? Well, these people, when something bad happens, they're in tune with themselves. They see everybody as being, everyone in the world's trying their best. So we're kind of trying to be forgiving, but it's very, very hard because when we know that people know what's happening in the dairy industry, the meat industry, in the wool industry, in the leather industry, and they don't give a fuck, well, it's hard to be positive because the vast majority of people are very cruel to animals. But we're holding out the hope that they don't actually want to be. We're holding out the hope that they just don't know enough yet. So, and thank you very much, Matthew. You're going on the Vegan Fantastic list over here on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much, Matthew, for being so kind to me. I'll write down your name here, Matthew, and your name starts as SZYD. What is it? DLIK. All right. Thank you very much for that. Check mark for you. Okay, guys, over here, let's get busy and get somebody in here. All right. So we have Evan coming up. Remember, guys, you have to be over 18 to come in, and you have to start by teaching a vegan fact. You're coming in, you're teaching something, okay? Got to prove that you've learned something. All right, we're not in kindergarten over here. Hey, welcome to my live stream. Where are you in the world?
I'm in Virginia right now at a boarding school. I'm a senior and I am 18.
In a boarding school. You mean like sleeping overnight at the school?
Yeah, I'm military boarding school. Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you for coming. Are you like
I have two questions for you.
okay, but first you have to teach a vegan fact.
Well, That's actually what I was hoping to ask you, because I'm interested in it. I would hope to join the community, but I want to know, like, my main question is like, what health benefits
Okay,
do
so what is the definition of veganism?
veganism is I don't know the exact definition, but isn't it
Did you hear
you
what
just
I
don't
said
eat
at the did you hear what I said at the beginning at all, or about
maybe for that long.
Okay, so basically, veganism is a moral stance against the exploitation and utilization and commodification of animals. Essentially, what that means is that we don't use animals, not for food, not for clothing, not for entertainment. Okay, so we don't like pay a breeder to breed a dog, things like that. Right? So now you know. Now, so I'm going to get you to read something because I want to make sure that you understand something first. Can you read this card, please?
The vegan fact: plants have all the protein you need to stay healthy, so you never need to eat meat, fish, eggs, cheese, or drink cow's milk.
Okay, so that's a fact, first of all, about health. All right, so you know there's vegans in the Olympics. And so now you might want to revise your question because now you know the definition of veganism is not about you. You know that you can be healthy as a vegan. You know it's good for the environment. These are just facts. So, what we're interested in talking about is not you, but the victims. Okay. All right. So, do you have any other questions?
Now, what is your overall opinion on niggers?
Well, I don't think that we should be cruel to anyone. I'm not sure why you went offline here, but I'm against the discrimination of anyone. I don't think that we should be cruel to people or to animals. And I think you knew the answer to that. But, hey, thanks for coming in and getting a click. It takes 100 clicks until you become vegan. You have to get the message in your head and in your heart. And you're at the right place to start. You might want to just revise your language though. Okay. Now, if you called me that name, wouldn't bother me at all because I have a song from it for it. To me, it's an acronym. Naturally intelligent, gorgeous, generous, exemplary, radiant. Because sticks and stones can break my bones, but names will never hurt me. You call me that, goes away. Just goes right past me. Any name. You could call me any name. Wouldn't take it personally because I know who I am. But the problem with using that word is that it does upset others. So never, ever use that word towards somebody. Okay? Now, I've already made my point clear that I don't believe in banning language. I don't believe that we should ban any words. If you start banning words, you start banning thinking. But anyway, you know my stance. Hey, thank you, Matthew, again for the $4.99 super chat. If you guys would like to say something to me, you are welcome to. Put a super chat in, and I'll do my best to read your comments out loud. Hopefully, you'll have a fact that you want to teach everybody. If you're vegan, you can write plants have protein. You guys can do that in the comments here. You can say animals feel pain. You can write cutting a carrot in half is not the same as cutting a cow or a cat in half. Okay. You guys can do a lot to educate people. Good job. You guys keep going. I saw some of your comments. Good. All right. You guys over here on TikTok, let me just quickly say, okay. You guys on YouTube over here, just bear with me because I'm doing the TikTok thing. All right. By the way, my TikTok account is called Music by That Vegan Teacher, and my YouTube channel for you guys on TikTok is just called That Vegan Teacher. Okay. Over on TikTok, we have 1.2 million followers, and over here on YouTube, we have about 370,000 followers. Okay. All right, so look, this is what I want you guys to know. Cruciferous veggies. According to nutritionfacts.org, cruciferous vegetables have sulforaphane, which can prevent DNA damage and many types of cancer. Did you guys know that? So here's an example of some cruciferous veggies. Let's just look at the picture, okay? We got broccoli, kale, cauliflower. All right, here, you guys on TikTok, broccoli, kale, cauliflower. All right, now you just learned a lesson. These are just three examples. So whoever comes in over here, um, oh, you know what, guys? I'm gonna have to restart my TikTok live because the person said the N word. We have. Oh, here comes the puppy, though. Guys, I'm gonna have to restart the TikTok live. All right, I'm very sorry, but I'd prefer to do that. Don't worry, I'll be right back in 2 seconds. Okay? Thanks a lot for being here. Whoops, just a second. I'll just restart. Be coming right back. Okay? Sorry about that, guys, but because this person, TikTok has alarms up when people say things like that. So that's unfortunate that this person.
Solution has been to train harder, but that also.
Okay, this is an ad, a TikTok ad. Here, let me just turn this down here, guys. Okay. Let me go right over here to try to get back to going live. Going live on TikTok is a lot faster than going live on YouTube. All right, we're going live again. Here we go. Okay. All right. So thank you very much for being patient, guys, with me. Nope, this person who's writing here, this here plants scream when you cut them, you're unfortunately going to get banned. I'm sorry, but you cannot write lies in here. Okay, we're not at the kindergarten level anymore. You're going in a timeout. Goodbye. Timeout. 24 hours. Okay, you cannot comment right now. Okay, do not write lies. We're here to educate people. We're not into pseudoscience. We're into real science. So if you don't know, just go and look it up and just do some peer-reviewed research about this. And in fact, you already know that plants feel pain. That plants don't feel pain because otherwise you wouldn't be walking on the grass, and the grass would be you would be feeling really, really bad. Okay, plants don't feel pain. They don't have a brain or a nervous system, so it's okay to bite into them. You have a heart. You know where to start, so don't take too long and be vegan from now on. Okay, you can do it. Plants don't feel pain. All right, let's go over here. Hey guys, thank you so much for joining me again. We restarted the live here on TikTok because unfortunately we had somebody came in who is quite cruel. Hey Matt, thank you for the roses. Guys, thanks for tapping on the screen. Thank you, Ali, for being here and putting the rose on. Let's go right into it and try to get somebody else in here. Okay, let's see what Matt has to say. Matt, we're talking about cruciferous vegetables. Now remember, being vegan is not about food, but we want you still to be healthy. We don't want you to be the kind of vegan who is only, oh, sorry. Sorry, Matt. I turned my volume down. Hey, sorry, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hi, Matt. Are you a nice person?
Yeah, I was the person that donated on YouTube,
Oh,
Matthew.
oh, wow. You came over. You jumped from one of my phones
Yeah.
to the other.
Yep.
Okay. Well, thank you. All right. Can you read this card?
Okay, sure. All right. Can you move it a little bit?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Cruciferous veggies. According to nutritionfacts.org, cruciferous vegetables have sulforaphane, which can prevent DNA damage and many types of cancer.
All right. So
Yes.
cruciferous veggies can prevent what?
Different types of cancer.
Right. So it's cool, right? So what we have to do is we have to eat more of these types of vegetables. Now down below is a list of a bunch of examples. Okay, so they are broccoli, cauliflower, kale, Brussels sprouts. They are cabbage, arugula, bok choy, radishes, and turnips. Hey, thank you guys over on TikTok for the little dancing fruit in here. Can you read the next paragraph here?
Yeah, sure. Less than a single serving a day of cruciferous may cut the risk of cancer progression by more than a half. Examples of cruciferous veggies are broccoli, cauliflower, kale, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, arugula, bok choy, radishes, turnips.
Right. All right. Excellent. So when was the last time you ate one of these?
Uh, I think I had broccoli today for lunch.
Okay, awesome. Very good. I have cabbage in the form of sauerkraut. Um it's like fermented and that's good for you. So I had that in my fridge. What else did I have today? Today we went to eat actually at a restaurant. We had Indian food, vegan Indian food. I went and ate with my husband here in Montreal. All right, thank you for reading the card. Do you have a question for me or do you want to say anything positive to help the animals?
Uh, Well, I'm not vegan, but I do plan on becoming vegan in the future. I mean, the reason I'm not vegan now is because I'm a student. I'm 18, but I go to college, and the meal plan we're on, we don't really have a lot of vegan options. So I wish there was more vegan options.
Okay, I'm just going to address that in 1 second. Guys, over here on YouTube, I see you writing a bunch of stuff, but it's going too fast. So what you have to do is you have to put a super chat in if you want me to for sure read it. Okay, I'm really sorry, but it's just going too fast. See over here on TikTok, I can talk to each person individually when they decorate the screen, but you guys, unfortunately, you have to put a super chat in. Okay, the yellow ones will stay on the screen a little bit longer. Guys, no rodeo hats on my head. Okay, so listen, you're at college, right? So at college, they're supposed to be teaching you how to be a good citizen, right? And part of being a good citizen is being brave. and being brave enough to say what needs to happen in your university. So you should go to the authorities of your university and you should say, what is this bullshit with this meal plan? I don't want to hurt animals. I want to be a good person. I don't want to steal their milk. I don't want to have any cow's milk here. I'm not interested in it. I don't want the yogurt from cow's milk. I want vegan foods. And then you give them some, you can Google on ChatGPT, okay? Simple vegan meals to have in a college. You tell ChatGPT, I'm a college student. Here's my problem. I find it's fucked up. They're trying to make me into a good man, a kind man, not a man who pays for murder. And so you then present a letter. You get ChatGPT to help you with a letter, and then you send it to all of the people in charge at your university. And you also can also, hey, thanks for little birdies on my head. Cute. Better no rodeo hats, guys. Little cute birds is good. Right. And then what you do is you also can do like some mini protests. Like, look at this, for example. I know you're probably thinking to yourself, no, no way in fucking hell am I wearing that around university because you don't want to get the shit kicked out of you. I get it, but there's something that you could do. For example, you could make it into a square form. You could wear it as a little thing on the side with a little pin or something, or you can stand and where's my I had this. What did I do with it? Okay, I'm not even gonna say it unless I can find it. Hold on. I think it's in my other.
One more question.
Okay, yeah, I'll tell you another time. Anyway, it's a way to have the hold like a little protest sign. Essentially, look, you can even hold a pencil and just put something there and just walk around and say vegan options wanted. Look, there's lots that you can do. You can join. You can create your own club. I wanted to just one sec. Have you ever heard of ASAP?
No, I
Okay,
don't think so.
so it's animal. Um, s- uh, what's it stand for? Anyway, there's this guy. Shit. It's gonna bug me because I can't think of it. Does anybody in the comments know about ASAP? Can you help me to remember? It's Faraz Harsini. He's a doctor, and he is starting all of these different groups, vegan groups on campuses to educate everybody. It stands for Allied. What's the S for? Students. Damn it, I forget what it stands for. Anyway, it has to do with animal protection. The last two letters are animal protection. Does anybody know here? I'm just trying to see if you guys know. Faraz Harsini, if you guys know, let me know. Okay. So is there anything else?
Yeah. So I
Mhm.
was gonna ask if you're gonna do any more dancing lives.
Oh, the dancing lives. Yeah, you know what the problem with the dancing was? We used to dance to like Harry Styles and the Bee Gees and all this stuff, but over on YouTube, they won't let me do that. I can't monetize the channel. But on TikTok, they don't care. They let you do whatever. So, yeah, I might just some days maybe you miss it. Occasionally, I do lives with just TikTok.
Yeah.
So you guys over here on YouTube, if you want to watch me do some lives on where we dance, yeah. But when I
So when you after you end the YouTube live, you should do like an exiting dance for TikTok.
But the point is not me being the dancer. The point is getting you guys in there to do some exercise as well, and us just having some fun. Hold on, I just saw Super Chat go flying by. Hold on. Let me see if I can see this. I'm sorry, guys. Hey, Chris Rook. Thank you so much for the donation here on TikTok. Thank you very much. Oh, you retracted the message. I don't know why, but anyway, thank you for being kind to me. Um, yeah, but honestly, when we used to do the dances on TikTok, were you just like sitting there laughing at me, or were you actually dancing ever?
I don't think I was ever dancing, but I really enjoyed watching them. They were really funny.
It's so embarrassing. You're not supposed to be watching me. It's like recess, like we get up and we just like, yeah.
It's like the JoJo Siwa Kama ones. Those were
Oh yeah, that's the JoJo.
the dance or the
You
singing.
know, why are you asking me that? Why are you asking me that? Because because people put this video up of me, right? Dancing to Cupcake. Because, I'm like, oh, Cupcake, oh, that sounds like a very innocent song. Let's dance to that song. It's about hopefully it's a vegan cupcake. And then next thing you know, a part of me is a little bit exaggerating, I'm sort of like overacting because that's what the kids like, but whatever.
Yeah.
This is the real me. Sometimes, well, we all have different kinds of degrees to our personality, right? Sometimes Sometimes I'm genuinely sad and I do cry because I'm just really upset about what's happening to the animals. And I don't hold back. So I've cried on camera thinking and people can be pretty cruel. I can get angry too at what happens, but you know, I also get happy when people are kind. So just a normal person. I
You said you were in Montreal.
I do live in Italy some of the time and also here. We're going back to Italy soon because I have family in Italy and I have family here in Montreal. Thank you guys here on YouTube for being here. Thank you so much for the people who are being patient. I'm so sorry that I'm not paying attention to you guys enough. Hold on. Okay, somebody's writing here. Can I eat candy? Chris, the chat got slow enough I could actually read your thing. There are vegan candies that you can Google. I want to say a brand. What's the brand called? I don't know because I don't actually eat candy myself. I'm trying to eat whole foods, healthy foods that are whole. So that doesn't include any things with extra sugar. That's just me though, okay? Because, I'm 61 and I want to stay like as healthy as I can. So typical things for me are whole foods like every kind of vegetable, every kind of fruit, every kind of whole grain, like oats, chia seeds, flax seeds, all kinds of nuts. I don't um, eat candy just like that. And if I have some chocolate, it'll be vegan chocolate, obviously, and it doesn't have that much sugar in it. Um, but yeah, but you know what? Just today I had cookies actually. Well, we bought 3 cookies at a restaurant, my husband and I had one and a half, I guess, in total. But thanks for your question. Guys, if you want me to answer something, please put a super chat in and I will do my best to try to get it. Read it. I'm really sorry if I missed some, but all right. So Matt, thanks for coming. I'm gonna let somebody else in if that's okay.
Everyone tap the screen. Get to let's say 12K. Come on, guys.
Wait, I have to ask you something. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, why are you so nice?
No, I've been trying to get into your lives for so long, so it's just awesome to finally be in one.
Yeah, but you see how cruel people can be, right?
Most of the people are just kids trolling now.
How help me understand the psychology of that? Like, how can somebody get joy out of being cruel to animals and those who defend them? Like, what is the psychology there?
Yeah, I don't know. I think people are just brainwashed. I mean, everybody grew up eating meat, and it's just so engraved into culture and society everywhere. So
Right, but
it's
isn't
funny.
kindness something they also grew up with? Like from the age of very young, you're asked, you're told to say please and thank you, to be kind to each other. So
Yeah,
what kind of person
oh
would
yeah,
be
most Christians would be vegan, but you know.
that too? Yeah. All right. Well, thanks a lot, Matt, for you being a good guy. I appreciate you. And I want you to be vegan, all right? I don't want you to just be polite. I want you to be kind to the animals. All good men
Mm.
protect animals. They don't bully them or pay other people to stab them in the neck, okay?
Okay,
Look at this little sweetie. Look at that. Don't eat any bacon anymore, all right?
of course.
Do you mean it though?
I don't really eat pork anyways. I don't really like.
Okay, but it's not if you're just not eating pork, but then you're eating a replacement other animal, it doesn't really help. You understand?
Yeah, I'm
You could say, "Oh yeah, I don't eat pork, I don't eat pigs, I don't eat chickens, I don't eat cows, I only eat cats." Like, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta eat no animals and don't steal their milk. You're not a baby or a cow.
okay, thank you.
Thank you. Bye. Guys, tap on the screen. Thank you so much for 15,000 likes over here on TikTok. Keep on tapping. You guys on YouTube. Excuse me. Oh, thank you for the super chat, guys. Okay. Somebody writes, somebody's name is Funny Shorts. Thank you for the $4.99 donation. And you write, meat I love. I don't know what you're saying. Meat. Meet. Meet. Who did you meet? Who did you meet that you love? Okay, anyway, I'm sorry. Maybe write it differently next time, whoever it is that you met and that you love. And, I'll try to respond, I guess. All right. Hey, thank you to another person who gave a super chat. This person's from Australia because there's an A in front of the $5 donation. People from Australia are watching. That's so cool. You know what's cool? Actually, really neat is to when you realize that you're not we're all in different time zones. Like in Australia right now, they're ahead of me here in Montreal. It's actually already the next day over there. Isn't that cool? Yeah, it's already Saturday morning. Okay, we have here Little Baby Puffer writes, Allied Scholars, thank you. Oh my gosh, I'm going to write it down. Hold on. Allied Scholars, thank you so much. Allied. I couldn't remember the word. Okay, yes, Allied Scholars. Oh, that's so sweet of you to come in here and help me with that. So I don't know if the person is still listening who is at university and says, "Oh, I can't be vegan yet because there's no vegan options." Make your own group or Google, look it up, Allied Scholars for. That's why I didn't get it. It's the for. They don't have the for al yeah, the for is not part of the acronym. So it's ASAP, Allied Scholars for Animal Protection. Okay, guys? You can make your own group there at university. They give you all the tools for it. And it's run by this doctor who's really cool guy, Faraz Harsini, awesome guy who he is making it a point that nobody will be able to leave university without understanding veganism, without being exposed to it on a regular basis, like ads on the TV screens that show what's happening to the animals, like just so that nobody can graduate from university with blinders on, so that their cognitive dissonance will vanish. This is the idea. Having tables to talk to people, interview them, because it's incredible how many educated people actually don't even know the basics. So many people, like I go to this Unitarian Universalist church, which is like this super liberal church. Like they believe in gay rights, they don't have Bibles, they don't even actually really believe in a God. You basically can believe kind of whatever you want. But even in this Unitarian Universalist church, which is basically educated people in there, caring people who have voted for the principles that they believe in. Well, we were at a discussion group in Ottawa, and this gentleman said that he said, "Oh yeah, but Adolf Hitler was a vegetarian." And I said, "No, he wasn't." And I was in shock that this man who was like 75 years old, kind of leading the discussion, sitting there all looking like he knew his shit, would just tell a lie that he had heard some gossip, didn't even bother to look it up. And it was awkward because I had to call him out on it. And because as soon as he said it, all everybody's around like laughing, like, yeah, yeah. So, if Adolf Hitler was vegetarian, then you know what that means. What the fuck does it mean? It means absolutely nothing. First of all, he wasn't. But even if he was, what did that have to do with anything? He ate quail, he ate different kinds of birds, and the only time that he stopped, or cut down rather, on, hey, thank you, Jay, for the heart. Thank you so much. You're so sweet. Jay, you're going on the Vegan Fantastic list over here on TikTok. Jay, check mark for you. Thank you. Jay. You guys too. Hey, Kay. Thank you for the little cake. Thank you, Matt. This is a vegan cake. Thank you, Matt, for the flowers, etc. All right. So, Allied Scholars for Animal Protection. Any tips for eating fully vegan on a budget? Milk and eggs are so hard to avoid. Okay. So, thank you again for looking up this ASAP, Allied Scholars for Animal Protection. I got to remember that. Um, yeah, it's so easy. You basically look, bread is not expensive. Peanut butter is not expensive. First of all, there you go. There's your lunch, okay? Peanut butter sandwich for school, for lunch. You can put banana slices on there. You can put orange slices on there. I mean, you can, mash up some blueberries, stick them in the microwave just for a little while, and just plop them on toast. It's not expensive. And chili is not expensive. Look, Mexican food in general, a vast majority of it is vegan. Beans are not expensive, and beans are so good for you. A lot of people have never even tried lentils, for example. You buy a big bag of lentils, you buy a big bag of beans, you buy cans of these, throw them in a pot with some onions, throw some can of tomatoes in there, garlic powder. Hey, hi there. Thank you for the vegan hot dog. Basically just Google it. Okay, I could talk to you for absolutely ages about different things to eat. Look, here's an example of a healthy vegan breakfast. Okay, you can see here this is a typical thing that I might eat. Mine looks a lot messier than that. This is like obviously very cute, but healthy vegan breakfast, lots of protein and awesome omega-3 fatty acids. All right, this is what I eat. You see that? It's hemp seeds. Sorry, TikTok, you can't see. Oh, guys, I have to choose between one each of you guys. Okay, anyway, there you go. Okay, so hemp seeds, ground chia seeds, flax seeds, apples, strawberries, blueberries, bananas, walnuts. I put all kinds of different stuff in my oatmeal. It's so good. It's so easy and not expensive. Just ask ChatGPT to give you a hand if you're not sure. Okay. Look, here's another one. Eat more beans. Okay. Oh, sorry, TikTok. I'll show you guys. All right. Thank you everyone for being here. I'm just going to get to another super chat in case I missed one. Sorry if I missed one. Think I'm up to date. Okay. Okay. Funny Shorts writes that he or she thinks that beef is the best. So why would you come in here and write that? Why would you pay $4.99 to be cruel? Doesn't that seem strange to you? I'm defending the animals. So why are you telling me that you want to eat their body parts or that they taste good? You see how fucked up that is? You see, if I was defending dark skinned people or people in wheelchairs, would you come here and tell me, hey, I like eating their body parts? Doesn't that seem weird to you? Okay, you can be kinder than that. So don't do that again. Guys, I don't want you to put these super chats in here that are cruel. I want you to do what the last person did. So, oh, I forgot to write your name down, but write something positive. Educate people. Be kinder. All right, TikTok. What do we got going on with you guys over here on TikTok? Are you guys being kind? Let me see. Look at all this vegan bacon you guys are spamming. All right, let's see who's coming in here. Oh, shoot. Thank you for subscribing to my channel, guys. I'm just going to read your names out loud. Hold on. A bunch of you guys just subscribed. Yeah, if you want to subscribe right now, I'm going to do my best to read it, okay? Calypso, thank you. Jay, thank you for following. D, thanks. Gracie, thanks. Willow, thank you for sharing the live. Archie, thank you. Blake, Marie, we love Ural. Sorry if I'm reading that wrong. Somebody says I'm really pretty. Oh, thank you. You might need some new glasses. But thanks. Okay, yep. Somebody wrote plants don't feel pain. Very good. That's true. Um, what do I think about service animals? Uh, well, animals are here with us and not for us. It's not their job to be police dogs and go into danger. It's just we don't need to use animals. Okay. All right, let me see. Anything else here? Did I miss anything? Yeah, so this person, you're not very funny, okay? Don't do that again. This one say, oh, little baby buffer says I would definitely like or love to talk more about eating vegan on a budget, especially with a disability with difficulty cooking. Well, it's not hard to boil water, is it? I mean, think about it. What all the foods that I make, it basically starts with like boiling something, pretty much. Right? Potatoes, boil water. Okay. I think I don't know. Yesterday I told everybody about this delicious vegan soup that we made, and it's so easy. I don't know if you have a blender or not, but guys, over on TikTok, do you guys have blenders? Let us know in the comments if you have a blender that you like, because I have what's called a Vitamix, and we bought it many years ago, and it's really really helpful. I really think that if when you become vegan, to get a really good high power blender is great. So what I do, because it just saves me time. So I take sweet potatoes. You know how you guys know sweet potatoes? They're sort of like that orangey color in the middle. And they're really hard to cut. So I feel like if I'm cutting the whole thing into little chunks, it's like, I'm afraid I'm going to cut my hand off or I'm there forever. So I basically cut it in sort of like big chunks and then I plop it into my blender. And then I add some water and I just blend the heck out of it. And then I cook it after. You see? So I blend that, we blend a whole bunch, and then we got this big pot full of blended potatoes, three gigantic. I mean, like when I say gigantic, I mean gigantic, big, big sweet potatoes. So good for you. A big bag of rice in there, sorry, bag of lentils in there, and an onion. I even just put the onion in the blender and then I stick it all in the soup. And then at the end, when everything's cooked, I add a big, just a whole bag of peas, frozen peas. That then just, we don't want to overcook things because we want a nice bright color, right? So yeah, it's not expensive. And it's so delicious. And that pot lasted my husband and I don't know, 3 days or something. It was really great. Thank you guys so much for being here, by the way. I hope I helped you with your question. Thank you, everybody here on YouTube, for your kind comments and your contributions. Thank you very much. If you want to ask me a specific thing or tell me about you, brag about how you're a vegan, that'd be awesome. You can, and also if you want to promote your own channel as a vegan, you can do that. I'm very happy to help you. Okay, just put a super chat in, and I'll read your comment out loud. You guys over here on my TikTok channel. Somebody just asked me about Sniper Wolf. Well, I don't like Sniper Wolf. I don't. There's a person here named Red. This person, Red, I think you were here yesterday, and I'm pretty sure I gave you a hack because you said you were getting your clicks. And I thought about you today. Hold on, I have a card here. Because it does. I think this is you. Okay, it takes 100 clicks until you're vegan. Hmm? Except if you're watching my lives and you're reading all of these cards, you should be getting your clicks. It shouldn't take you 100 days. When you know what something's wrong, you don't just keep going, okay? You need it to be vegan right away. If you really want me to let you in, guys, Red's at the top of the list, to be honest. If you guys want to talk to me before I talk to him, put some decorations on here. Thank you, Heidi, for the rose, because I'd rather talk to somebody else. But I'm gonna talk to him if he stays at the top of the list. Thank you guys over here for being kind. Thank you to Mr. Womp for a $4.99 donation over here on YouTube. And you're right. If you want education here, it is. Deer hunting is really. Why would you say that it's fun? And is it really? A lot of people who grew up hunting have memories of being with their dad, and it's a bonding time with your dad. But what is fun about hurting an innocent animal? Isn't the fun just being with your dad? Isn't the fun being in nature, either being out in the snow or in the peaceful forest? Isn't that it? Can't you just go hunting, but with a camera, and just take pictures instead of shooting a gun? I think you can. Okay, I don't believe you really like hurting animals, but if you do, then get a therapist, because it's fucked up to want to hurt an innocent animal who never did a single thing wrong to you. It's not okay. Guys, I want to thank you very much for being here. And, by the way, thank you everyone for being kind. Let me just get this other super chat here. Um, Mr. Womp again, $4.99 donation. I don't believe you. I don't believe that hunting is fun. Not at all. I think you're either bored, you have nothing else to do. Um, but like I said, you could be. There's about 1% of people in this world who are psychopaths. Thank you for the dancing fruit on my desk. All right, somebody's gonna get hopefully to the top of the line now and bump out of the way. This person here named Red, because I don't really want to talk to Red. What does this say? Uh, guest request. Oh, guest request for everyone or just followers? Oh yeah, just followers, of course. Okay, hold on. Let me see. All right, let's see who's at the top. Oh, Red. It seems like Red is still here. All right, fine. Maybe it's a different Red. Maybe it's a different person. Oh, Red has gone. Good. We'll go to the next one. Next person's name is Fan. Hey, thanks guys again for being here. Let me just check if I'm missing any super chats here. Ela Sug writes that you love to eat tortured and murdered animals. It's not very nice of you to come here and say that. Okay, please don't do that again. Imagine that you're the victim and act accordingly. Be kinder. Somebody writes that Mr. Womp says that he thinks that hi. Mr. Womp writes that I am very smart and everybody knows it. Well, thank you for that. Appreciate that comment. I'm glad to see that you've changed your cruel ways, Mr. Womp. That's much nicer. Thanks for the super chat. Hey there.
I was Some people like screen record so that this message could be passed around.
I didn't understand it except for passed around. First of all, are you over 18?
Yes.
How old are you?
I am only 18 and I think 2 months now.
You're going to be 18 in 2 months? Okay, look, I don't believe you're over 18, okay? But you have to be 18. If you have a quick question to ask me, I'm gonna hang up and I'll try to answer it when you're not here, okay?
Um, what are your opinions on what is going on in the US with ICE and how much aggressive they are becoming now?
Okay, thank you. I'm gonna let you go, okay? Because I don't want you to get in trouble for being here when you're under 18. So my opinions about ICE, okay, is that there are all kinds of things going on in the world right now that we cannot control. I'm over here in Canada. You're a student over there. It sounds like you're in the UK. Um, but here's the thing. I believe in something called the circle of influence. Did you ever read Stephen Covey's 7 Habits of Highly Effective People? If you ever see that book, it's pretty cool. And he talks about how we should only focus on on what we can control in life. So me having a big discussion with you about some what they're doing in the United States regarding the, ICE, which is a group of sort of semi-police people who are trying to get rid of immigrants who are there illegally. It's irrelevant to me. Everyone is talking about ICE. Who is talking about the victims inside of these police officers' intestines, or even the people who were shot? All the people in the streets protesting. Everyone is a massive hypocrite, unless you're vegan. Do you guys agree with me? If you do, let me know. Hey, I just saw the word vegan on screen. Hold on, let me see here. Um, oh, thank you for the happy Friday decoration. Thank you. I heard that somebody just wrote, I just saw something about you can't go vegan, but it's going too fast. So you're going to have to put it in a super chat if you want me to refer to you, okay? But the bottom line is that everyone can be vegan because veganism isn't a diet. It's doing your best to protect the innocent animals from being raped, tortured, enslaved, murdered, stolen from. Okay? That's what veganism is. All right. And remember, okay, if you're not vegan, you're paying people to kill animals, which means you're as cruel as the murderer. Just remember that. It's not okay. You guys on TikTok, this is this card. Let's get the next person in here. Guys, keep on tapping on the screen. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you. Okay, sorry, you have to be over 18 and you have to be alone in the room if you want to come in and talk to me. Okay, I'm going to the next person here. Somebody is wait, Heidi. Was Heidi kind? I think so. Were you kind, Heidi? Let's go to Heidi.
Hi,
Hi, Heidi. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. I like your name.
Thank you. Before we start, can I ask you something? Do you use AI?
No, before we start, you're going to teach a vegan fact.
Oh, okay. Right. Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. What's veganism?
Well, it's when you don't eat meat or anything produced by animals. So like eggs, milk, meat, anything like that.
Very good. Can you read this card, please?
Vegans are heroes who will go down in history as brave warriors because they stood up to defend the animals when so many people were harming them.
What do you think about this statement?
Yeah, it's good.
Do you want
Yeah.
Do you want to be a hero or do you want to be known as a bully?
Hero. Yeah.
Okay. So what are you doing to make sure that you become vegan?
Don't harm animals. Like,
Amazing. Good. I'm very glad to hear that. Just 1 second, please. Just going to read this. Black Prong. Thank you for the $4.99 donation here. And the person writes, "Hey, vegan mama. You talking to me? I'm not your mama. And neither is the cow, by the way, so don't drink cow's milk. I just wanted to tell you that I became vegan because of you. XOXO, no murders in this building." Yes, yes. You
yeah.
get a, for just for that, you're going to get a hug. Big hug. You ready? Can I hug you? Yeah, I'm hugging you anyway. Big hug. There you go. Give yourself a hug, okay? Because I can't really hug you. Thank you so much for the $4.99 donation. But even more, thank you so much for the news that you've decided to stop hurting animals. On behalf of the animals, they're very grateful to you for being a good person. Now, I don't know if you're a man or a woman, but you know, welcome to the right side of history. Okay, so you're asking about AI.
Yeah.
And I know why you're doing that because you're going to try to wiggle around and sort of make it seem like if we use technology, you think that vegans should live in a cardboard box in the middle of the forest or something. What's the point?
Just why is like you can't like it's bad for the environment.
Is it?
So
You know what? You know what? Of course, it's not good. But here's the thing. When we need information about how to save animals, it is such a tiny, tiny proportion compared to animal agriculture, which is destroying the entire planet. Because there are 80 billion, it is absolutely no comparison whatsoever to what we are trying to do. So I'm not saying that people should use AI all the time. I think
No.
that we should be very careful to use it only if we're trying to make the world a better place. You shouldn't use it just for your entertainment. You should use it if you need to, because it's going to help you to be a better person, to help be a better advocate for the animals, or if there's maybe for some reason you can't get the information in any other way. That's my response to that.
yeah, I agree with that, but that's not what most people do. That's the problem with it.
Yeah. Do you?
Most people, yeah,
Yeah. So, how is your vegan journey going so far, and how can I help you to be vegan?
it's so amazing.
In what sense?
It's like um, no fish.
No fish?
I mean, like no meat. Sorry. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
No.
fish is meat. Mm.
Yeah, I know. That's what I mean.
Okay. So, what are you struggling with? Like, what are the hardest parts? Right.
Nothing. I've been vegan for 5 years.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, thanks for telling me. I'm having a little bit of a hard time believing that because you just randomly said that you don't eat fish. Something's off. But hey, if you're not eating any milk or taking any milk from cows, you're not stealing eggs from chickens or anyone else. Hopefully, you're not taking eggs from owls either or swans, whatever. Then that's great. Thank you for being here. Okay, so what this person writes, thank you for the super chat over here on YouTube. Thank you so much for being here. Person writes, your name is Kaylin Reeves. Thank you for $4.99 donation. And you guys over here on TikTok, thanks for tapping on screen. Jay, thank you for the roses. 8, 9 roses, 10 roses. Thank you very much. And also somebody else who just put something, some team thing on the screen. Thank you guys. Thanks also for all the hearts. Thanks for tapping on the screen. Keep on tapping, guys, as a way to say thank you to all the vegans here and as a way to apologize to the animals. Send lots of love. Tap on the screen, guys. Poor little animals. Poor little baby chicks. Tap on little baby chick here. Hmm? Yeah, you guys can get that up. You can get that up by 5,000, no problem. It's 500 something of you, almost 600. All right. What about people who raise their own chickens and eat their unfertilized eggs? Well, you shouldn't be eating any eggs because they don't belong to you. They just don't belong to you. And it's a mindset because once you start eating these so-called unfertilized eggs from a farm, your own farm, the next thing you know, you're going to make other exceptions. You're going to be getting some different cookies that have eggs in them. That's not okay. Next thing you know, hey, Riley, thank you very much for the heart. Thank you so much for the big heart. Guys, tap on the screen and say thank you to Riley. Say thank you. I'm going to write your name, Riley, on the Vegan Fantastic list. Riley. Check mark for you. Thanks for being here. I'm gonna answer your question though, okay, Kaylin? Hey, thank you so much for all the little decorations you guys on YouTube. I mean TikTok. Thank you. What else do you have? Oh, Hope just came in. Guys, Hope is here. Make sure Juan is also here. And all these people coming in, guys, become friends, okay? Be nice to each other. Okay, become friends. Start following each other, all you wonderful vegans. Okay, here is a card. You can see this? This is to answer your question, okay, Kaylin? All right. Chances are that if you're curious about backyard eggs, your heart's in the right place. Okay? I get it. Okay. However, these eggs are still unethical to eat because the chickens who lay them come from the same cycles of cruelty as those in the egg industry. It's all the same type of cruelty. Using genetically bred hens who have been manipulated to produce more than 300 eggs per year depletes them of vital nutrients. Raising chickens in your backyard and stealing their eggs is speciesist. Another word for that is speciesist. Speciesism is the first form of racism. Don't be speciesist. Animals are here for their own reasons, not for us to eat, wear, or steal from. Okay? Okay. We're good? Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the question. And thank you very much for your kindness here, everybody. I really do appreciate you guys. If you want to write something, ask me a question, make sure that you put in a super chat so that I have a chance to respond to it. Guys, over here on my TikTok channel, Riley wants to come in. Guys, here's another reminder for you guys to eat some chickpeas. This is what chickpeas look like. Hey, welcome to my live stream. How are you today?
Good. How are you doing?
Good, thank you. Where are you in the world?
Yeah, I'm Black Frong. I messaged you. I said, "Hey, vegan mama."
Oh,
Black Frong.
oh, you're that person. Hey,
Yeah.
thanks.
Yeah. I wanted to ask some questions about, because I recently became vegan and I actually didn't know that eggs were off the table. Is that for sure?
That's for sure. For sure, for sure. Look, listen. I have all of the egg industry is not something that I can explain in 1 second, you know? I have all these cards just about the egg industry.
Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah. Okay. And I had another. Okay, gotcha. I did not know that. Even if like they're not fertilized, that's still bad.
Right, because okay, I want you to go and watch a documentary. Will you please take 8 minutes to watch this?
8 minutes, sure.
Okay, and then come back and explain to everybody what you see about the egg industry.
The animals. Okay. Where is that on YouTube?
Yeah, it's on my YouTube channel. Yeah.
Okay. I have another question. When did you start your channel? Like, do you have animals as pets? I have a German Shepherd.
I adopted vegans. It's okay for us to adopt animals. That means we're doing it to protect them. It's not okay to buy animals because that would be exploiting them. So I have adopted a dog, and we've had Bella for she's 11 and 4 months now, and she's vegan. We only feed her vegan dog food, and she's great. She has great breath, great teeth, great fur. The vet says she's perfectly healthy, and she eats vegan kibble, which looks like any other kibble, any other dog food, except it comes in a big bag and it's vegan. Just you take a scoop in the morning, add water, put a scoop at night, same as anything else.
Okay. Do you do private DMs so we can ask questions or no?
Not really, no, because I just don't have the time, unfortunately. But you know what? All the information you need is online. It really is.
Okay, cool. Where in Canada do you live?
I'm in Montreal. Where are you in the world?
Washington D.C.
Oh, okay. So we're in the same time zone, right? Is that
It's the same time. Yeah, it's going to start the Olympics soon.
you're gonna watch the Olympics. Okay.
Just kidding.
Yes. Did you know that there was a gold medalist from Canada who won in the Olympics as a figure skater? Yeah, her name is Megan Duhamel. A couple years back.
No.
Yeah.
Do you speak French?
Oui, je parle français aussi.
Oh, I do not.
Oh,
Petit peu.
un petit peu. Yeah.
All right. Anyway, thank you so much. I will wait.
Before you go, would you mind reading a vegan fact?
Of course.
Oh,
Can you check my pinned video? What is it?
okay. Hold on.
Wait, I'll read you something.
Okay, we're gonna just read this one here, okay?
Okay.
Because it sort of goes in line with my necklace. Here we go.
Okay, random vegan fact. All hospitals should serve vegan foods only because meat, dairy, and eggs are linked to cancer, heart attacks, diabetes, strokes, and also it's just weird to bring death into a place where we are trying to save lives.
What do you think
Animal
about?
cruelty and- yeah.
What do you
That's
think?
actually, yeah, that is true.
Kind of true, right? I'm a teacher and I'm also a nurse, so we this is why I have this. All schools should be vegan and hospitals. Thank you so much for coming. I'm gonna super chat. I'm gonna deal with over here. I really appreciate you being so sweet. Thank you very much for being kind to me today, and thank you for being on your vegan journey. I do appreciate that, and on behalf of the animals, especially, thank you. All right, guys, we are let me just, I just want to write down some facts, some statistics here, guys, because I'm trying to keep track and learn from mistakes that I make or things that I do well. Thank you for the $9.99 super chat over here on YouTube. And guys, thank you again very much for tapping on the screen. Thank you, Mimi, for the little rose here. That's so cool. I met somebody today who's vegan at a coffee shop, and we exchanged names and numbers. That's so cool. And I noticed that she came in here earlier. It's neat. Thank you. Okay, $9.99. We have somebody here whose name is Void Edits, who writes, Miss Katie. Okay, my name, by the way, is spelled Kadie, just in case you want to know. And where's my card here? I had my name down somewhere. I don't know. Here it is. Okay. Here's how you spell my name, by the way. And this is my YouTube, Instagram channel. Okay. Katie is Kadie. By the way, if you haven't yet subscribed to my Instagram, go ahead and subscribe to that. You can leave me messages there if but I don't always read everybody's messages. I really only read people who are writing kind things. And but thank you guys for being here. By the way, and this is for you guys over here if you want to follow me also on my Instagram. Okay, so you writes, Miss Katie, I have an important vegan Christian inquiry you made. You made many. Okay, hold on. You're gonna need some punctuation here, okay? You're gonna need like periods at the end of sentences because this is just like one. Okay, let me just try. Miss Katie, I have an important vegan Christian inquiry. You made many claims. Okay, I think you mean to have a period there after inquiry. And that's the next sentence. You made many claims that that Charlie Kirk deserves to DIE due to him not being vegan. Actually, I never said that. I never said that at all. I'd like you to go and find the video that I made. And what I said simply was that I don't appreciate people who are massive hypocrites. Charlie Kirk was murdered, and I think that's wrong. I don't think that violence is the answer when we have different opinions. However, I am not happy with Charlie Kirk because he had ample opportunity to be vegan, and when he was confronted with vegans at the microphone, he deleted the videos because he was made to look like an absolute fool, like an ass. And he had the opportunity to be a true good Christian, and he didn't take it. Charlie Kirk was not a good man because good men protect animals. They don't advocate for them to end up on plates. He was very disappointing. Very disappointing. What else do you write? Do I believe that he should go for? Wait, do you believe that sorry, do to? Okay, I think I already answered your question. Thank you for the super chat. If you want a follow up question, you're welcome to put another super chat in. But I'm going to go to the next one here. Remy, thank you for the $9.99 donation. Hi, I loved you, but is it okay that I eat me? You eat yourself? Okay, wait. You wrote, Remy, you wrote that you loved me. You wrote it in the past tense. You wrote, "Hi, I loved you." Like, when did you love me, and why did you stop? Like, something's wrong. Maybe I don't know what you were saying. And then you're writing, but I don't think you needed the in there. Is it okay that I eat me at? You eat yourself at and I. Don't support killing animals, not trying to be ruder. Remy, I don't know what you're trying to say. I really don't. You're going to have to rewrite your super chat. Write it with, like, just before you press the button, just check the grammar and the spelling and the punctuation. Okay? I'm sorry. I just don't know what you're saying. All right, thank you for the next person. $20 super chat over here. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. Thank you for supporting my work here as a teacher online who's trying to raise awareness about what the animals are going through. Hey, and you guys over here on my TikTok channel, thank you so much. Hey, guys, I noticed a bunch of you guys just subscribed to my channel, so thank you for that. I'm going to read your names out loud, and I'll be right back over here because I know the $20 ones, they stay on the screen for a little bit longer. Okay, don't worry, I haven't forgotten about you. Okay, thank you very much for Lila for following. If you subscribe to my channel right now, I'm going to read your names out loud. Thank you, Hooked, for being here. Thank you, Nails by Luna, for liking the live. Thanks a lot, guys. Keep on tapping on the screen. Yeah, you can tap with 2 fingers like that. It's fun, you know? Might as well be kind to the animals and send some love out to the universe. What else are you gonna do? You're watching anyway, you know? That's what I do the whole time I'm watching other people's lives. Jack, thanks for sharing the live. Thank you very much. Brodies, thank you very much. Thank you to Michael for being here. Thank you for Noah. Thank you for subscribing, Timothy. Thank you, Venti and Josh and Honi and gosh, guys, it's going so fast. I'm so sorry if I'm not reading. Josh Kelly, notification, whatever your name is. Okay, thank you guys. Hold on. All right, guys. Thank you very much. Just gonna go and get the super chat over. Oh, and thank you, Riley, for the little cat decorations. 6 little kitties. Thank you guys also for putting the little roses on my hair before, and the dancing puppy with the farts that look like hearts. All that's appreciated. Okay, somebody here gave a $20 donation, which is quite generous, and wrote, Infer, the person's name is Infernos no Skull. Inferno Skull. You have no skull? You're talking about no skulls? I'm not sure how I feel about this. All right. I put this money here in faith. You will read this. Do we not speak bad of the dead? I think you did. I don't know. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat. So you're saying that we shouldn't speak badly about the dead? I disagree with that. If the dead are bad people, then shouldn't, like Hitler, for example, are you saying we should praise Hitler? You know, he was a horrible, horrible human, right? Right? Are you saying that we should be speaking nicely about Jeffrey Dahmer, who ate people? I mean, no, I think we should be able to tell the truth. You know, and telling the truth is a way for us to learn from history. And so I don't have that rule myself personally. Maybe you do, but I don't. I hope I answered your question. Thank you for the super chat. If you want to follow up with another question, you are welcome to. Okay, another person here, $9.99 donation over here. Thank you very much. No. VO, okay, I can't read your name. I don't know what it means. Okay, I want you to change your name to be Vegan Animal Defender. That's a much better name. Okay. Person writes, you have said in previous videos, Jesus won't love you unless you're vegan. Well, Jesus is dead. Yeah. But if Jesus was alive right now, he would definitely love me. And he would definitely want me to keep going and doing what I'm doing because I'm protecting the animals. And I don't think he would be too happy with the people who are cruel to animals. If Jesus was truly a wonderful, benevolent, compassionate person, which I think he would absolutely love me. And he'd say, keep going, Miss Katie. Let me read the rest. Despite Genesis, okay, now you're going to start quoting the Bible, and I'm not going to read the Bible quotes because I don't believe in the Bible. You see, it's irrelevant what you're writing when you start quoting the Bible because I'm going to point out to you what a hypocrite you are. The Bible, you're going to find some sort of loophole. You're going to go through it and go like, where can I find it? And where can I read here where I can be encouraged to continue to hurt animals? Instead, why don't you just read the very beginning of the Bible where they have the 10 Commandments? And what does it say? Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not steal. You know what that means. Be vegan at every meal. That's what that means. All right? So that's all you have to do. That's the only quote that matters in the Bible. Be kind. Be vegan, not violent. Be vegan, not violent. Be vegan, not violent. Show empathy. Have mercy. Animals are here with us, not for us. Thanks for being here, you guys on YouTube. Thank you, TikTok, for being here. Appreciate you. Be vegan, not violent. Be vegan, not violent. Be vegan, not violent. Show empathy. Have mercy. Animals are here with us, not for us. Oh, that's backwards. Tofu doesn't scream, guys. Look at that. Tofu doesn't scream. Be vegan, not violent. Thank you, everyone, for listening to the message. We could have a vegan world. All it would take is for people to stop being assholes to the animals, stop stealing from them, stop abusing them, stop using them, stop commodifying them, stop exploiting them, stop going to pay for circuses where these animals are taken away from their families, from their homes, and forced to do ridiculous tricks and stupid stunts for humans. It's awful. Don't go to SeaWorld. Vegans don't wear leather. You don't need to rip someone's skin off of them. Do you know that when you see somebody wearing fur, do you know how they kill these animals, these innocent beings? A lot of times, fur is an innocent animal who is bred in a cage. I don't know if you've ever seen this animal called a raccoon dog. It's so awful. They breed these animals over and over again to have so much fur. But you know how they kill them? They grab them with a utensil, some sort of a big object, like a big fucking giant fork, and they shove their head there, and then they stick something up their backside. They electrocute them because they don't want blood on the fur. Never wear fur. Don't exploit animals. Don't hurt them. You don't need to. Thank you very much, eyes. Let me just get to the super chats because I don't want to miss them. Okay, so thank you to the people who claim that you're a Christian. Act like it. You know, just act like it. That goes also for my own religion, Unitarian Universalists. We have voted that we agree to end the exploitation of animals. So, what should happen the very next day at our Unitarian Universalist congregations and churches? There should be no cow's milk on the table with the coffee. None. Should be oat milk. That's it. Soy milk. That's it. There should be no kinds of foods, cookies with eggs in them. How the fuck is it that the Unitarian Universalists voted to end the exploitation of animals and we can't even get our shit together to not have these products on the tables? No eggs, no milk, no meat. It's pretty fucking easy. You walk into a church, as soon as you walk into the building, that should be the rule. If you have a minister, a priest, a rabbi standing in front of you and preaching of love and kindness with murdered and tortured animals in their intestines that they're going to shit out into the toilet after mass, something's wrong with that picture. All right, this person writes, Jesus will love you no matter what. No, Jesus is dead. He is dead. He was murdered. He's not going to love you. If he was alive, though, he would love me for protecting the animals. He would not be happy with you. How the fuck exactly, you people who think, you guys who think that you understand Jesus, you tell me right now, okay? How would Jesus kill an innocent duckling? Or how would Jesus kill a chicken? Let's picture it right now. Nice little chicken. Jesus holding the chicken, you know? What's he gonna do? Wring the neck? No, he's gonna say, go eat the lentils, go eat the tofu, go eat the beans, go eat the rice. Be nice. That's what Jesus would say. Okay, guys, thank you for the super chat. Just make sure I read every single one of them. I think I read this one. Yes, I think I did. Oh, one went by. Hold on, let me try and go back. Thank you to Davey Do for $1 donation. I appreciate your $1 donation. Thank you so much. I'm gonna press a like on that. Hold on. Boop. There we go. Oh, did I press a like on the other one? No, I'm not gonna press a like on ones where you guys are trying to defend animal abusers. I'm just not gonna do that. All right, TikTok. Who wants to come in and read a card? Let's see. We have somebody named 79. Remember, you have to be over 18. Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
I can. Are you over 18?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Where are you in the world?
I am Texas.
You're in Texas. Okay. Thanks for being here from Texas. Do you know where I am?
I'm pretty sure somewhere in Canada.
Yeah, Montreal, Quebec, Canada. So my time right now is about 7 minutes after 10 at night. What time zone are you in?
It is 9. Oh, fuck. Oh, my.
Okay. Oh, by accident, some sort of weird music went off in your house. That's too bad. But thanks for being a great example of Texans. I think that was wonderful. Thank you. Nice clap. Good job. Good job, Texas. This is your representative. Awesome. All right, over here. Let's see what you guys are writing over here on my YouTube. Oh, it's going too fast, guys. You're going to have to put a super chat in if you want me to respond to what you're saying, okay? I'm sorry. I just see hi, I subscribe, and then it's continuing, you know? If you put the super chat in, it's going to pause and I'll be able to read it better. You guys are over here on TikTok. Thank you for tapping on the screen. Thank you very much for that. Guys, there's 700 of you here. Let's tap on the screen and send some love to the animals. Here is an innocent pig. Isn't it sad to think that the first time you ever saw a pig in your life, and that's for you guys too over here on YouTube, the first time you ever saw a pig in your life was when the pig was dead, probably in a grocery store or on your kitchen table. What is wrong with our society that we have a life that way, that we live that way, that this is how we raise children? It's completely unacceptable. It's wrong. Exploitation of anyone is wrong. Utilization of anyone is wrong. Imagine that. The first time you ever saw a chicken in your life or a duck is when these animals were dead. The vast majority of you, that's how it happened. The first time that your children, most children, ever see a cow is when the cow is dead on a burger. Not cool. We can do better. We can do better as a society. I believe we can. You guys know it. Let me go over here and try and find. Oh, yeah. This is a song that I wrote recently. Feels great. Come on out, everybody. It's time to come out as a vegan. That's right. You heard it here first. It is time to stop being morally inconsistent. It is time to stop living your life against your own moral code. It's time to stop being only nice to cats and dogs. Thanks for that super chat. It feels great to be vegan. I can live our life with empathy. It feels great to be vegan. Live our life with moral decency. It feels great to be vegan. Try to stop so much animal cruelty. It feels great to be vegan. It does say being animal makes us happy. Where do we get protein? Plants. Plants, okay. No, they don't have a brain or a nervous system. Those are pretty light to them. But what about the accidental during crop harvesting? Well, that will be reduced if you become vegan because you will be filtering the plants from the animal first was highly efficient. It feels great. Get high to my life with empathy. It feels great to be vegan. Live our life with moral decency. It feels great to be vegan. Stop so much animal cruelty. It feels great to be vegan. Because saving animal makes us happy. These foods, nuts and seeds, put those in your shopping cart. Peace begins on your plate, so open up your heart. You can stay away from the boring part of the grocery store. You can stay away from the sanitary part of the grocery store. You can steal the things and lift the freedom where the lives was more. It feels great to be vegan. I can live my life with empathy. It feels great to be vegan. Here. Moral decency. It feels great to be vegan. Try to stop so much animal cruelty. It feels great to be vegan. Because saving animal makes us happy. Take some weeks until you become vegan. You have to get the message in your head. You have to get the message in your heart. Thankfully, you're all at the right place to start. There's just one thing missing. You need to educate yourself more. So look into it. Check out all the documentaries the meat, dairy, and egg industries don't want you to see. There you go. It feels great to be vegan. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you to everybody on YouTube for coming in. Thank you. All these letter L's. Thank you so much for sending so much love. That's what the letter L stands for, right? That's right. that and lentils. So thank you so much. Go ahead, keep spamming all the letter L. You're also welcome to put some W's in there for walnuts. Yeah. S for soy milk. Go ahead. Put all the letters of the alphabet. It's totally fine. It's great. Love this kind of cooperation. Good job, guys. All right. Hey, guys, guess what? It is that time of the day again where I look at TikTok and I bring one of you guys in here. Okay. Here we go. Guys on TikTok, you have to be over 18, okay? Who do we have? Let's see. I'm trying to see if I know anybody here. I'm just going to go through if anybody is vegan, they want to come in and say hi. You guys are welcome to come in. All these wonderful people. Look at this. Okay. Somebody's name is I am vegan JK. Just kidding. I feel like I've seen your thing before. Hi.
Yes, you have. Hello.
Why is your name just kidding? Why'd you write that?
Just kidding.
Yeah, why'd you write I am vegan JK? What's your name?
Hey, why?
Oh, okay.
I've been vegan for 5 years.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks for being here. Would you like to read a card?
Yes, I would. And I have a question after, if that's possible.
Sure, for sure. Okay, here, let's talk about, you know how sometimes people say plant-based? I prefer the term plant exclusive. Here is a card for you. Can you read this?
Yes. Everyone ate vegan, plant exclusive diet, we would help save the planet because we would reduce the amount of land we use for agriculture by 75%.
Yeah, isn't that an interesting statistic?
Yeah, definitely. Some
Where are you? I'm
agriculture.
hearing, sorry, I'm hearing birds. Like, where are you in the world?
Queensland, Australia.
That's so cool. What, so you're Saturday morning?
It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. PM.
What? Wait, it sounds so peaceful there.
Um,
It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon? Wow.
yeah.
Over here, it's like, so you're Saturday afternoon?
It's-
Oh my goodness, it's even more than 12 hours away. Wow. So we're here, I'm in Montreal. It's snowy and freezing, and we're still Friday night. It's at it's it's quarter after 10 here. Guys, why are you putting toilet paper on my face? TikTok. Oh God. Kids today. All right. So yeah. Yeah, go for it.
So I go into town and there's this lady that stands in the middle of the road and she holds up a sign and it says end genocide in Palestine. So obviously there's a Palestine-Israel thing going on. I had a conversation with her the other day and I asked her, I said, are you vegan by chance? And she looked at me in disgust and was like, no, God, no, I'm not vegan. And she got really mad at me. So my question is really, what is your view on that? I think you kind of answered it with the ice Trump
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, I think you know my opinion about that. Yeah, I think you know with murdered animals in your intestines.
Yes.
Save Palestine. Just ignore the innocent animals in my intestine. Like
It's a hypocrisy, right? It's a bit of like,
just a tiny bit.
because everyone I spoke to thought I was crazy for asking her that question. But I was like, oh,
It's a perfect
if you're
question.
right.
It's yeah, it's a perfect question. Now, it's very interesting because what happens every single time we try to have those kinds of conversations, let me guess what she did. She said she acted all horrified. How dare you
Yes.
compare the two? My goodness, what is wrong with you? But if you try to speak to her another sentence and say to her, well, why don't you answer? Why are you abusing animals? What would she say? "Oh, I'm not abusing them. It's other people killing them." Like all the same excuse. Oh, yeah, but you're paying for it. You're eating them.
She started yelling at me, and I was like, "Oh, okay, sorry. I just had a simple question." And she got really defensive, and I feel like defensiveness is a bit telling for you have guilt for eating animals in a way, not being actually pro-life.
Yeah, it's something called cognitive dissonance. It's when people think that they're doing good or they think they're good people, but then you glaringly give them an example of something that they're doing is in complete contrast to what they say they are or what they believe in, this hypocrisy. And people have such a hard time to like cross over that. So, I figure other people do it. I probably do it too. But I've asked my husband multiple times. I said, if you ever catch me doing that, like nail me to, like, just don't let me do that. And he's like, you don't do it. So, yeah.
Amazing vegan.
Thank you to you too. And I wish you a lot of how would I call it, bravery or chutzpah to like continue to confront these people. Don't if she starts yelling at you, you just try and stick around for, because you said, oh, sorry, I didn't want to hurt your feelings, right, to her. Yeah. See, that's not really what I would have done. Because, like, why are you sorry? You're defending innocent victims. You're speaking out on behalf of them. They're dying by 80 billion animals are dying every year. 50,000 animals around the world are being murdered every second.
Yeah.
Every second. Like right now, that's it. Screaming animals all around the world right now on factory farms. Like, we should never apologize for trying to defend them ever.
Let me show you. Hang on. Let me show you. I don't know if you can see.
I can't let you show me up. I'm sorry. I have to let you go. I'm not allowed to put on the camera. Sorry about that. Because in the past things have happened. So sorry about that. But thank you for being here. Hey guys, thank you very much for coming, all you guys on YouTube. Class is over actually. Thanks for coming. We're going to see you guys tomorrow. Okay? So looking forward to seeing you guys. And you guys on TikTok, thank you so much. Maybe, no, you know what? I gotta go because I gotta spend some time with my husband. You know, we've been working all day. Thank you for being here, everybody. Thanks again for all of the donations, the super chats, all the wonderful vegans who are here. Look, hold on, I'm gonna see. It's going a bit slow. Ms. Rees 707. Thank you to you for saying go vegan over here on my YouTube channel. Thank you for supporting the channel, guys. Somebody, what else do we have here? I don't know what you're writing. Somebody writes bell ring chains off. No idea what that means. Thank you to the person who says they love me. Zelly Hammock. That's really sweet of you. I do appreciate that. As you can see, there's a lot of hateful comments. So that's very nice. You're obviously got a kind heart. Thank you. What else do we have? What else is going here? Oh, hold on, press the button here. Yeah, if you guys are writing kind vegan comments, I appreciate that. Somebody named Ian Platt writes, let's go vegan, let's go. Let's go vegan, let's go. Thank you, Ian, for writing that comment over here on my TikTok channel and on YouTube. Okay, guys, I gotta go. All right. Anyway, I'm starting to sing, so that's not very good. Okay, guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Don't forget to watch my other videos if you're curious. There's like thousands of them. Go back in history and remember one thing, okay, guys? This is for you guys over on YouTube as well. You know, I'm a bit of an actor sometimes. So sometimes you might see me sort of slightly exaggerating something, which you kind of do. People do that. But the reality is this: I have been an ethical vegan for 9.5 years. In June, it's going to be 10. And I do care deeply about what's happening to the animals. Now, it's hard to get people's attention to care beyond themselves. That's why we started wearing things like this. Okay. But I mean it. I mean this. Anytime you hear me talking about defending animals, I'm telling you the absolute truth. And I hope that everyone here will strive to be as vegan as possible. Thank you for doing your best. See you guys tomorrow. Okay. Bye, YouTube.